Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time it is. Again, on Cheltenham week, I think our times go right out the window. There's so much to do, but yeah, a bit of rocky music there to get us fired up for the day ahead, which we certainly need because there's a stack of stuff to get through today. Yes, I'm Darren Hall from Bet72.com. Welcome to our second Cheltenham preview. It's day 2 of the festival on Wednesday the 13th of March, and we're ready to rock and roll on another fantastic day. Brilliant day yesterday, great atmosphere, great crowd, some absolutely fantastic action. Some of those rides by Ruby Walsh were particularly stunning yesterday. Really enjoyed them, and of course what we're all here for as well, some great profit. I mean, profits right the way through the card. Obviously it was a little bit touch and go first thing in the day with the good old British weather and whether things were actually going to happen, but we had a slight moving of the timings, but I didn't really dampen anything at all, and as soon as that first race got underway and the roar went up, we knew we were all in business and we knew we were in for a fantastic few days ahead. The first race got off to a great start. We had plenty of offers knocking around, and again, one of the things you need to look at, and we'll just talk about it now, is if we're obviously on the site here, the bet72.com/Cheltenham 2013. If we actually look at the races and what's actually particularly on offer, we go down here, we've got all this updated ready to go for day number 2 here. We've got offers which are applicable all day or which run throughout the day, and then we've got the individual offers as well for the actual races themselves. Now the best thing to do here, and one thing which will really help you out, is the fact that because we're using multiple offers in the same race, then we can actually get a good position whereby we're combining liabilities. So it's not a case that we're going to be maxed out necessarily on our betting exchange accounts when we're going to be laying these bets off, because we will be picking different selections. The books are very tight, the prices are very good. I mean, we had a great advantage yesterday in the sense that Betfair was on 0% commission, so all those little extra pennies coming back to us, I mean, it made picking even prices that were maybe 1 or 2 ticks away from the bookmaker's price wasn't really a problem because we were not paying any commission. So that really did give us a big advantage, and that really did help with the profits that we pulled in yesterday. But again, a lot of tight prices, a lot of price boosts as well. You'll see, we talked about it yesterday, our bookies tweets have really come into its own. I mean, we're forwarding all the best ones, but also anything that comes in from any of the bookmakers we can pick up on our sidebar here or a dedicated page which is actually on the site as well. Also, you can follow us as well at Bet72, and there's plenty of action going on there. You will not miss a single offer, a single price boost or a single enhancement that's going on if you follow us on Twitter there. But as I say, in combining the liabilities, that enables us to spread the actual cost of the lay bets that we're putting on across a number of runners on a particular race. So what you'll find is that all you're doing is just recycling that money in your betting exchange account. So although on the face of it you could look and say, well, I've just not got enough to get involved with all of these offers, what you'll find is that by splitting it across a number of the different runners, then you'll be able to accommodate a number of different offers all on the same race. One of the other ones which is a real bonus and a real one to get stuck into is the William Hill Racing Postal. They've actually got it through their own app as well, whereby you'll get a free bet back if your horse finishes second. Now again, that was perfect yesterday. Hills had a number of price boosts. They also have very tight prices, very good prices anyway, and against the 0% commission rate on Betfair, then we were really picking out horses just for absolutely no loss. A few arbitrage opportunities there as well, but we had we only had 1 second place yesterday, but that's a free £25 bet that we've got to use today, and it was totally free money. We were backing and laying at the same price on 0% commission, so you know, that's pretty much as good as it gets. We had a second place. It was Rock on Ruby, I think, was our second place horse yesterday, and again, we were on other things in the race as well. Obviously, that was a big race with Hurricane Fly. We were in that race for other offers. So again, our liabilities were spread, so we could afford to get with some of the other offers that were there. I think we were on the top 4 in the field, one way or the other, for second place refund offers. So really, it was pretty much pretty much a certainty we were going to hit one of them. So again, you can look at that level. So it's just a case of mixing up and looking at perhaps a few things that you wouldn't normally do. But it's all there today. Second day, perhaps slightly not subdued, but a few less offers because all the big high-profile ones are coming at the beginning and at the end of the meeting. So the 2 days in between, you can pick and choose a little bit more. Gives you a little bit more time as well to perhaps look at some of these as well. There's some other bookmakers you may not have used before. Race Bets have got some very good offers on at the moment. There's real popular bookmaker, free bet 72 at the moment. Obviously Coral, if you've not done it, it is still on. Even money, Sprinter Sacra, £20. Get it down now. You will not get that price ever again on that particular horse, and that is really, I'm surprised they're keeping it. We're going to keep it up to right up to race time. I think they've laid a ridiculous amount of money out on that horse at even money, and it's absolutely crazy. But we jump on board, we take it. Also Coral as well, £10 free bet. If you bet on the first race, then you get a £10 free bet. I mean, yesterday it was credited very quickly actually, and that can be used on absolutely anything. So again, we've got some more football coming tonight, some Champions League action, so plenty of things to get involved with that free £10. And again, by taking a horse in that race, you could then split some of your liabilities which you might have on the Betfred refund offer. We've also got a Betfair mobile bonus there. Betfair also are doing second place cashback, so that's another opportunity to get involved with picking up free bets as well, and a free Yankee as well. Don't normally do things like that, but there was a £2 placed a £2 Yankee yesterday, so I've got on board the free red hot favourites through another one in the mix, and I actually got 3 out of 4 winners. So we returned we returned about a 20 quid profit on the 3 short price ones that actually won. So again, a lot of these things as well is, if you look at some of the offers that are there, then you then you can, particularly later in the day, you can then start playing with money that you've won elsewhere, or that money's already in the bag, that money's already in the bank. So you can perhaps then take, we're not looking at each of these things in isolation. If you lose £5 on one race and make £10 on the next one, then you're still £5 up. So you've got to look at the big picture. You may not even add up all your profit and loss till the end of the festival. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this stage, but the thing to do is don't view each of these things in isolation. You might be making on one, slightly losing on another, but again, it might put you in an opportunity there. We can take a small loss on some of these races today, but we're going to be in with a shout of a free £25 bet there. We're going to be in with a chance of cash back from Betfair. We're going to be in with a chance of money refunds at Blue Square on the big race. We've got Ladbrokes as well, who are doing refund offers. So there's a big opportunity here to actually just put yourself in a position where it's going to cost you, literally pennies, probably not even anything, because you're going to be making money anyway up on some of these enhancements and priority prices. So do not look a gift horse in the mouth. Literally, it's an opportunity now to set yourself up, and you can just start collecting these free bets. I mean, these free bets will not be an instant expiry anyway, so you don't even have to necessarily cash them out at Cheltenham. You can just collect them and then take them on the weekend, or as I say, plenty of football action going on, Champions League, Europa League tomorrow, and again, you can cash them out for risk-free profit. So we're all the way down the card here. We've got another Coral one, Betfred and Paddy Power. So lots to get stuck into today. One other big mention as well, these guys were absolutely on fire yesterday. If we go across again onto the Bet72 / Cheltenham 2013, you'll all know it by now, you'll be sick of me saying it, but a big shout out for these guys here at Proform Racing. Fantastic guide which they've let us publish on the site. It's their previews and selections for day 2. We had a position, one of the races wasn't really too much going on. It was the the 240. There's a bit of a lull between the start of the festival and the big race coming on. So we just basically took the guys' advice from their positives and negative guide, which they've actually got here, which is all accessible straight from the site. And all we did was we just took their selections and we Dutched them out with a view to trading them out during the race. Again, not risk free, of course. Trading's not risk free. You've got to have a totally focus and discipline mindset to that. But again, we're just looking at, we knew we'd won money already in the previous races, so we decided a set amount that we were going to trade with. As it was, we put a very small Dutch bet in. We took 3 horses in that race. They were all double figure prices. Our total Dutch was £6, and using one-click software, which is API software, which you can get Geeks Toy or Bet Angel Pro, we just ran that up, and we basically let the race run, and it was in a position where I was either going to cut my losses if I got to a £5 loss during the race, or I was going to take the profit if we got to a £10 profit. So virtually doubling our stakes. So we let it run. As soon as the green figure came up on the API software, and again we can do some demonstrations of that, perhaps we'll try and get a video recorded today even if we can, then it hit the magic double figure mark. We put our bets into the market, literally one click to say take the green. In fact, the horse that we were on, one of the horses shortened even in that time. We got matched at a better price, and we took over £12 out of that particular race just by looking at some of their eye catchers or positive selections. So and that's just free stuff that's on there. And the beauty of this is, if you're picking up free money elsewhere, it gives you the opportunity to try some of these things. It gives you the opportunity to go in and perhaps look at 1 or 2 things that you haven't done before, because effectively you're playing with money you've won elsewhere. It's free money, so you can get involved with that. Obviously, trading is a whole massive area that there's loads of people out there with far more knowledge and far better at it than me, but that was just an interesting exercise. And I think there'll be 1 or 2 races today where perhaps there's not as many offers to get on themselves, so we may well look at that. We've already got money in the bank already because we know we've done some of these offers, and we've already had some price boosts in this morning from Hills and Ladbrokes, so we're already up. So we might just reinvest some of that price boost money onto a couple of trades during the race, and it keeps a bit of interest while it's going on. And the biggest key thing to remember in that is discipline. You basically, before you enter the trade, and if you go on to any of our partners that we use, the Trading Football guys over at tradingfootball.eu, Matt Finnegan, ProX Trading, Peter Webb, who we've got a lot of stuff on the site from as well, that is the one thing. What you do is you decide before you enter the trade what is your maximum loss or your worst case position when you go into the market. In my case, I was looking, I wasn't going to lose more than a £5. I put £6 down. I wasn't going to lose more than a £5. As soon as it hit that, I was gone. I was out of there. But then as the profits start to go up, we can then let those profits ride. But again, look at it, get to a point you're happy with a profit, take that profit, move on to the next one. So again, be disciplined there. Don't necessarily let it run, because then all you're doing is just punting. And if the 3 horses that I was involved with didn't end up coming anywhere in the frame, I don't think, in the end, and but they had a good run during the race, which enabled me to trade out for a profit. Same thing as well with the for example, you'll see that we've got a lot of information on the normal Bet72 site, if you want to call it that, about casino offers, the risk-free casino offers. There's a £10 one all week this week at Hills, and they have regular ones. We made over £2,000 profit on those last year. But again, it's the position of being, just be disciplined. If it's a risk-free £10 offer, then don't stake more than £10 on the casino, or don't lose more than £10, because then it doesn't make it risk free. It's pointless exercise doing it. But equally, if you have a win, then agree in your mind that you're going to be happy with, from that £10 that you stake, you're quite happy. As soon as you make a tenner, then you're out of here. Keep playing until you either lose a tenner or make a tenner, and that's how you're done. And that's the philosophy we use. We normally look just to double our stake, or get close to doubling our stake if we can. And as I say, just by doing those offers last year, we made over £2,000 in basically risk-free profit. And it was risk-free profit, because every single offer we did, as soon as we got to the risk-free figure which the bookmaker was offering, we stopped. We didn't carry on, even if we'd lost. We didn't think, oh, there's a big spin coming now. We didn't do all this stupid human psychology around it, thinking suddenly it was going to be our lucky day or whatever. We didn't. We just got involved, and as soon as there was a cut-off point there, I've lost my £10 here, I've lost my £7 there. But we then stopped. The next day we got it refunded from Hills, and we were off again on to the next one. And as I say, little and often, and it soon adds up. So there's loads of stuff like that as well. We're going to be doing some dedicated webinars on that as well, which I hope a lot of people will get involved with. So anyway, we've got another price boost coming from Hills at 12 o'clock as well, priority prices, so do look out for that one. And also we did say that there was going to be some help available. We've set up a dedicated Skype account, which again is going to be live from 12 noon today. It's Ask Bet72. Ask Bet72. The account will be switched on. Can't promise I'm always necessarily going to be there, because I will be doing my own things as well. But if you drop any questions in there, or you've got any sanity checks you want to do on any calculations or any particular offers, or anything, questioning terms and conditions, anything like that, then drop your questions in there. If you're live on there, I'll be delighted to get on and have a quick chat with you. Obviously it's designed as a very quick process, just in out. It's not a sort of social chatting area necessarily, and you'll understand the reasons for that with so many things going on. But I just thought it'd be a quick question and answer session. If anybody wants to get on, they've got something that they just want to clear up during the day. I mean, it will be switched off once the racing stops tonight. It's not a dedicated support account in that sense. But if there's anything people want to do in order to get the racing, then I think that's probably a good way to go for this week. I mean, if it's a success, we might look at opening up something as we go further down the line for Bet72. But yeah, get on Skype, and it's Ask Bet72. Ask Bet72. Right. Okay. I'm going to shut up now. I've still got some more positions that I need to get onto. So yeah, it's full steam ahead. It's Ladies' Day, so let's hope we can back a few winners today. But either way, with the a number of offers that are actually there, then win, lose or draw, it doesn't really matter. We're going to pull in some risk-free profit. So whatever you're doing today, have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.